What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So Angryfan did an interview with P, who getting a lot of heat as of lately. A lot of battle rappers been coming out on him. Another one just came out on him, speaking about all the stuff going on behind closed doors and him sabotaging their careers and all these things. We're going to talk about some of that stuff today. I listened to that interview and I couldn't stand it. It was so fake. It was so fake, so lame. Seeing him up there trying to force being real, being a stand-up guy. According to him, he ain't a sucker. He a real nigga. He don't duck no smoke. That's a lie. You ducking mines. You know the people to talk to, and you know who not to talk to. I got some questions for you. I got 10 questions you can't answer. I got 10 questions you won't answer. Since you don't duck no smoke. Since you a stand-up guy, you could talk. And I don't want to prep before we talk. Well, you talking, well, I'll come on, but can I hear some of the questions first? And I'm look, and let me tell you something. I'm not a radical dude like that. I'm very down to earth, comprehend very well. Will make you even feel comfortable. But I got some questions I wouldn't mind you giving us some clarity on. That's another blog, though. You're not going to accept that. Just like Cassidy won't. But anyway, dang, let's get off into this. So, I couldn't stand that interview. Listening to him lie, worm his way out of everything that shows him fraudulent. I'm talking about terrible. No disrespect, Caps, but them not your type of interviews, bro. Unless you really, really know how to actually get down on these type of things, and you're not qualified for that. Not in no situation. Battle rap talk and stuff like that, okay, I give you that. Talking about history of battle rap and things, I give you that. But when it comes to putting the claps on these dudes, applying pressure, leave that to the big dogs, like me right now. So I'm listening to this interview, and in this interview, this brother gonna say, when Caps asked him and said, you know what I was mad about? I was mad about how he was promised the caffeine, that the people were promised the caffeine blue check. Because you even called me and told me, I'll be receiving a blue check if, I win the tournament. Then certified shooters, he won it. He hadn't received his blue check at that time. Then he showed the screenshots of you telling Caffeine, don't get them the screenshots because they gonna S on it, poop on it, crap on it. So don't give it to them. Then you responded by trying to say, yeah, let's say, for instance, you see how out of control Jack Boy Maine be. He just flip off at the lip type stuff. I wouldn't put him on the card with Drake on there because ain't no telling what he might go in and say. And he disrespect Drake while he's basically our guest and a big notable person, a reputation and value when it comes to what we trying to do. So I wouldn't book Jack Boy Maine on the card if Drake was going to be there. That's the same thing with these bloggers do. I wouldn't want to give them the blue check for the caffeine thing, excuse me, knowing they would crap on the brand, crap on the check, take advantage of it type stuff. Okay, this where you fake. This where I have to address you on. First of all, you hand chose every blogger to be in that tournament. with the knowledge of already knowing what we represent, what we about, what we bring to the table. You personally made it your business to reach out to all of us. You put this thing together, knowing what the money would be, knowing what the prize would be, knowing the battle rappers, bloggers, the battle rap bloggers at hand that were going to participate. This was your doing. This was your project. So how did it come to the point of you now saying, don't get them the blue check, they ain't gonna do nothing but crap on it? It goes back to these hidden agendas and criteria that are going on. Because no doubt the blue check was part of the prize. But it came with conditions. It was conditional based upon who won. That was the condition. Yeah, we're going to give the blue check for the caffeine on one condition. It depends on who wins. If a blogger wins who we have no control over, you can't have the blue check. If a blogger wins who we know, we can trust and we have control over, they get the blue check. Even though I hand selected every blogger to be a part of this thing. Does that make any sense? You give out a prize based upon conditions, but you hand chose everybody that's participating in the contest. You chose them. You personally thought about them and reached out to them. Well, I'm going to get Battle Truth, Angryfan, Piper Boy, DME Detroit, Gems. And I know what they're about. I know what they talk about. I know. Ain't that fake? Ain't that lame? If that's the case, why even make it a part of the prize? Then you didn't want to say how much money was involved. Then you didn't want to say how much money was involved. But you let it be known what the fans' money was going to be. So you mean to tell me the fans who y'all don't know nothing about, some random fans, is going to make more money than the battle rap bloggers that actually cover the sport 24/7? Doing all this free promotion, advertising for y'all, good or bad? We the ones that's known. We even bigger than some of these battle rappers. And yet, you're going to make it seem as though some random fan nobody knows gets more money than us. The analysts who covering the sport, who you hand chose and picked yourself. That's so fake. See, they didn't want us to know how much money we were going to get. Can't you see how fake that is from the beginning? They let the fans know what they gonna get, or whoever fan win, y'all gonna get $2,500. But we not gonna tell the battle rap bloggers what they're getting. You don't see what's wrong with that picture. You can't see that there's a hidden agenda behind it. Why? Because it was conditional. It was based upon who won. If somebody won we liked, we were going to be generous financially to them. If somebody won we didn't like, we would have had the power to decide what we may have wanted to give them. But it was based upon who won. It came with conditions. All our stuff was conditional, based upon who won. Sad thing about it is, certified shooter was basically on y'all team. He ain't never been known to be a turncoat, a radical like that. In fact, y'all was all using that man. Using that man for his time, using that man for his gas and transportation, using that man for all type of videos and photos, all for free, all off his dime. He won. Y'all figure y'all were gonna slave that man. I personally think you pocketed the money. Now that I think about it, I believe you pocketed the money yourself. I believe they gave you the prize money. You tried to pull the okie doke on him, thinking he would just go about his business. Nothing would be said, and you pocketed it for yourself. It wasn't only that they played that brother like that. That they totally went against everything they supposed to stand for. Think about that. A multi-million-dollar machine, a multi-million-dollar corporation. Multi-million-dollar corporation. Don't want to pay this man $2,500 off a contest that they created, they threw, and they personally called him to be a part of and be involved in. Then the man asking because he won, put all that time in covering it, filming, shooting, photography. Then the man asked for his money. 3 months. They literally told that man to go about his business and chop it up as a loss. Stop bringing it up. They said that to that dude. Because they tried to take advantage of him, thinking he was weak. That's what they did. They even on record saying they did him wrong. They even on record saying they owed him money and that he was in the right. He went through every chain of command he could go through to resolve that problem before going public on it. That's what made him go public. Because he was going through the proper chain of command, privately texting, privately calling, behind closed doors, behind the scene, nobody knew. And you know what? They still went against that man. Just played the brother, man. Just totally took advantage of the dude. Then to add insult to injury, they banned the man from all URL events as a result of him asking for money he rightfully won. Asking for a blue check he rightfully deserved because he won. And they didn't want to make out on their promises. That's so dirty. That's so shifty and grimy. You on record even admitting it yourself. And you talking about real? You talking about stand up? What's so real about robbing somebody? What's so real about stealing from somebody? What's so real about going back on your word? What's so real about that? That's everything what fake is. You did that. Y'all ripped that brother off, man. Then banned the man because y'all was in the wrong. Y'all so fake, man. That's why all this stuff coming down on y'all, man. That's why all this stuff coming down on y'all. You got an $80 million lawsuit. You're definitely coming out of your pocket. You definitely coming out of your pocket. Because of stupid, shifty stuff like this. Same thing y'all tried to do to Norbs. All the hard work that man put in. All the building, all the grinding on his dime. That's how greedy y'all is. You so greedy, you got all this more than everybody else, and you still want them, and you still want to take from theirs. You still want them to spend theirs. So you got all yours, and you want they little too. Terrible, man. That's fake, dog. You talking about real? Ain't nothing real about that. Ain't nothing real about that, man. You brother grimy as hell. You wouldn't want nobody to do that to you. You wouldn't want nobody to do that to your son. You wouldn't want nobody to do that to your brother, your nephew. So why would you do it to somebody else's? In the same measure you dish out, it should come back to you. Y'all not going to get around God's word. I don't care if you believe or not. You're not going to get around that word. That word is going to get you eventually, sooner or later. You cannot run from it. It is going to get you. Trust me when I tell you that. That's grimy, dog. It is what it is, man. That's just fake. That's fake as hell, man. Y'all some thieves. Straight up thieves. It's nothing but a den of thieves. Backstabbing thieves. Thieves. That's all you is. A den of backstabbing thieves. That's all y'all is, man. I'm calling it to the real. Because y'all didn't only do that to them. You did it to the fans. You start robbing and stealing, taking from the fans. Lying. The most respected, man, please. The most disrespected. Stealing from your own supporters. Stealing from loyal people that were committed to y'all. Niggas ain't never had nothing. That's how niggas act who never had nothing. Afraid you're going to lose something. So you're going to take any little thing you can get your hands on, hoping it'll keep you afloat. Don't talk about loyalty. Don't talk about honor. Don't talk about truth and values, because that's not in you. Not in you. Shameful. A shameful, dirty dudes, man. I'm not done with you. It's part one. I need to address part two. Like, right now.